Teddy Roosevelt going in, and as we play as Teddy Roosevelt, you created your first map in this game, correct?
Yeah.
Would you like to tell the audience what you created your map in?
I did the biggest map and a really long game. So we're starting off here in America.
Yeah.
It's Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay, so here's the thing. You picked an epic game for Marathon. It's going to take as long as it possibly can. You picked it to be what? The true what?
The true location.
True Earth location, which is a cool thing. So everybody in the game is going to be true to America and the rest of the world as best as possible, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, before we even begin doing anything, let's start giving your initial thoughts. What did you think of our first playthrough for the first 20, 30 minutes that we played through?
Well, from what I did play, it was really tough. When I was younger, you must have really helped me.
Well, that's funny. Yeah,
more than I thought you did.
Yeah, I did try my hardest to help you out going forth. Back then, I did a lot of the legwork and let you kind of design the names of the cities and where they went as best as possible and go from there. So yeah, I did do some stuff.
Remember I made the Scooby-Doo game in it?
Yes, you did.
I made
so
Hamburger City.
Let's think now, looking at what we've played and what we are playing. When you look at what we played the first time, that's not on screen now, what were your initial thoughts going through when you were trying your best to set the cities up and go through and start creating what you were doing?
Well, that's a tough question. I think it's really hard. There's a lot of maps, a lot of okay, you have to press this button to get to this map, this button to get to this map, this button to get to this map. And
not maps, sweetie, menus.
Yeah, but
menus.
Maps. They're maps.
Maps, okay. Yeah, so the one thing they thought was really menu heavy, right?
Yeah.
So, start off with, first thing that I want you to take a look at is as we're playing this right now, is when you hit the L button, it brings up a whole bunch of different maps. Do you remember what we talked about was going on with the magnifying glass?
Yes.
What does a magnifying glass do for us?
It helps us. So the magnifying glass, it shows us the religion, the settlers, the government, the politics, the tourism. It tells you all that.
Excellent.
The lens.
And the one thing that we got to do is looking through the lenses. You could take a look at settlers. It tells you where's a good place to go. And like you were saying, one thing that you found it difficult was you wanted to put your civilization somewhere it wouldn't let you. So it's too close to something. So here you can see this map allows for some good areas. The darker the green, you're close to fresh water. The lighter the green, you're closer to coastal water. What does it look like with the +3 to the +1? What does that do for you in ratio?
Well, the +3 makes, I just think it's more better place to live. If you have +3 then +1, than if they have no pluses at all.
So we have our settlers. So we're going to look for some fresh water, right? Because that's what it was saying. The better the fresh water, the better we can go.
Yeah.
Now, for the purposes of everything going on here, we turned off the volume. Your advisors will talk to you and tell you everything you need to know about going forward.
Yes.
So, we'll read it. We have discovered a city-state. Establishing diplomatic relations with them will surely be beneficial for our empire. Perhaps we should send them an envoy. And it'll go through and tell you what to do. And you could always ask for it to tell you more.
I don't think we need to, though.
The one thing we found is as we are doing this, there are a lot of options you need to go through in each city in order to move forward in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that you found to be very difficult going forward. So if you're looking at the gameplay and what you played of the game and maneuvering around the board, what did you think about all of that?
I think that was really fun. It was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
expand. Tell us why.
Well, I like how you can basically move anywhere besides where there's like water. I think that's really cool. And I like how a bunch of lakes or maybe even oceans pop up as you go. As you move, you get to see more of the land, it expands and stuff. I like seeing that.
Okay.
Oh God. Explosive.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means.
Looks like there's a city-state up there. Looks like that's the city of Toronto. So we're just kind of looking at this right here. But the one thing, yeah, close to Canada. There you go. Good job knowing Canada. You're good.
I see the little leaf.
Ooh,
That's the Canada
little
leaf.
maple leaf. Okay, so again, when you go in, you hit the L button. You have a bunch of different options you can go through. So you have open up technology tree. This is where you get to pick the different things. Once you establish, let's establish where are these your settlers. All right, is this a good place to settle them, you think? Why don't you check?
So over there,
Let's check. Is that a good place?
No.
Maybe. Where would you like to place them?
Maybe over there by the ocean.
Over there by the ocean?
Yeah, like in the bright green, like over there, right there. Right there, sir.
Okay, so now we'll have, where do you want to put your warriors?
I think we said put our warriors more over towards like the deer, because that's where Toronto is.
Okay. Yeah,
So
we'll do that.
Just in case like they decide to battle us, but at least really kind of close to them, and we don't have to, walk really far to get to them.
Good. Now, you got the L button up here. This is going to open up one set of menus, and you can go through and take a look.
Of course.
My Pantheon. It's going to go through working towards a Pantheon. So you can see all the different things happening there. You can also take a look at all these great people that you were able to get after you progress through the game so far. You can recruit them and you can move forward. So you need to have a certain amount of to go through. We haven't really checked that out because we didn't get that far yet.
Yeah.
But then you can pin things to the map if you want to add a pin, and you can get rid of the small map in the bottom.
What's the little...
The what?
The where? Yeah, that.
Oh,
the civics tree?
this is going to be the civics tree. So you can open up, you can see code of laws and what we can work on, craftsmanship, or if we need to do foreign trade. So yeah, there's a lot of menus and a lot of different trees you can break off of. And you can show the different types of governments going on currently in the game as you go forth. So let's go out here and let's get back and click on our people. Now, again, once you click on the person that you want to move, there's another menu. And this time you're using the D-pad to go through it. You're no longer using the sticks to move it. So you're watching, so you're using this. So this is what's going to help you find your city. It looks like the city. You click on it, and now it tells you.
Our sailing has advanced.
What's advanced?
Sailing.
Sailing, good.
Yeah.
So we're by the ocean, so we have a good advancement of sailing. So now once you've established a city, now it's into another menu. Hit X. And it's going to tell you, this is what you want to do. Districts, building, or units. It's going to tell you, you already have your city center checked off. Right there. So you can build a monument. It's going to tell you how many turns, 35, how much gold. If you have the 720 gold, you can hit L and you can buy it. Yeah. Or you could figure out units. Now, if we wanted to get more settlers to found another city, it's going to take us 77 turns. So what we were trying to do is what's going to take us the least amount is going to be the scout. But do we really need a scout to scout the area? I don't know. I think...
I feel like we're pretty good where we are. Like, I don't think we need one. Okay, so what
would you go with if you looked here? You have a slinger who's like bow and arrows and slingshots. A warrior you know about. A builder who's in maybe help with some building. The builder?
I think I want the slinger.
Okay, so we'll go with the slinger. It's 34. So it should take us, give or take, 34 turns to get there. Now, once you've picked what you have another menu you
Of
can go
course.
through and take a look at. You can look at your city details, what the city has,
Another menu and another menu.
and then you can go through and take a look at all the different options you have around it of how you're going to grow. And, whoops, what happened there? We were in the menu and I lost it. Okay, and then you can look at another menu.
Of course.
And then you can look at
What's better
what
than a
you're doing.
menu?
Okay, relax. Alright, and then you can go in here, and now you have to look at your technology tree. Now that you established a city, what are you going to look at next? And it's going to tell you all the different things. 27 for animal, 53 for astrology, Mayan 27, pottery 27, sailing 27. Which one would you like to choose just for the makeshift of this go through?
Let's do some sailing because I feel like we have a lot of water
Okay,
surrounding us, so let's learn how to sail.
you have that. You can go in, you can hit Y at any time, and Y is going to kind of be like your notification, tell you what's going on, and it shows you the last notification we had is sailing, a check boost. Now, we had originally, here's our warriors. You can move your warriors if you want to, and you can put them where you want to, and you can move them around. Now, if we go up too far, we might be infringing on Toronto's territory. They might not be happy, but we're going to check that out. Now that you've done all that, your turn is over. You go and you hit the X button. Before we hit the X button here, we're going to take a look at the R button. The R button opens up another menu. It's going to tell you who's in the board. Right now, we start off as Roosevelt. So we're Teddy Roosevelt. Now, if you had met or we had met any other civilization, it tells you the different players on the board there. And then it's going to go through and say, where are you ranking? And right now you can see, besides religion in second place, we're pretty much in a bad spot for all of them. So we haven't progressed as much as some of the other players on the board. And you can go through, it's going to show you all the different scores of where we are as opposed to where everybody else is. And you can kind of gauge from there. So the one thing, and then we can go down here and we can look at overview. This is the only person that we're close to right now is Toronto. And you can click on Toronto and you can see what everything is here. Here's the one thing that's pretty cool. We can declare war or we can ask them for some money to levy our military. And we can go through and do different things. So it's kind of fun going in through here. But again, the one thing that you've said throughout this is there's a lot of menus.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got some people talking to us in the chat. The more you play, the more addicting it can get. Yeah, definitely gets more addicting. Yeah, thanks. You love watching us play. We're trying. All right. So, what's your overall first 25, 30 minutes of playthrough? What's your first overall go at for all the people out there watching?
I really like the lakes and the oceans popping up, like I said. I think it's kind of cool. Like you could see the crabs. It has the big crab, and like they actually put stuff so like you can see it.
All the different resources around.
Yeah, I do. I really like that. I like how there's actual waves. You can see the actual waves coming in.
So you like the graphics. You like the overall graphics and play and looking at that. What do you think about the gameplay and how you go about doing what you need to do with the game? What do you feel about that? As you make your moves and you're moving forward and you're looking at different things, what are your feelings with that?
I think it's really cool how it expands. How like the city starts here. It's gonna like take up the whole map one day. That would be like our last video after we take up the whole entire map.
Are you honestly gonna try and attack Toronto right now?
Yeah.
Oh boy. We're declaring war. This is you. I guess you're doing it.
I see that. Why are they black?
What do you mean?
Why are they black and we're blue?
Oh, I just think that's just the different colors that pop up as you go. Okay, yeah, I don't know. You just attacked them, so I don't know what's going to happen now. But yeah, so this is our first 25 minutes or so going through. We'll come back. We're going to play it a little bit longer and then see what happens and see how we like it. And we'll come back and tell you a little bit more as we, as we play it and as we see what's happening, and we'll let you know whether we like it or whether. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we're really gonna actually like the game, but I'm just gonna say we'll come back and tell you what's going on and how everything starts to transpire as we go forward.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hopefully, if you haven't picked it up, you should pick it up. It's still on sale, I believe, at GameStop for about $19. So it's not a bad pickup for a game that's normally $60 for the Switch. You can take it with you as you go, which isn't too bad. So if you're into Civ, you should pick it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a wonderful night, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye.